So here's my audience for my final presentation. I've got my mom, my dad, and my sister once again.
Good to see you again.
So my name's Kyle Charnovich, and today I'm just going to talk to you guys about some of the issues surrounded around factory farming and what we can do to fix it and to prevent it leading forward. So taking a look at onegreenplanet.org, more than 80% of pigs have pneumonia upon slaughter. A Pattery chicken lives on a space smaller than your iPad his whole life. And all these problems are stemming from increasing production of animal meats, which is something we crucially cannot do for the health of our population. As well as it's just wrong in multiple areas of animal abuse. It is involved in the process. Animal farming today is completely different than it was 40 years ago. Quickly, the industry has shifted over from the proposed natural practices to more so processes that resemble mass production or something that you would see on an assembly line. And as a result, animals are shown to be kept in the dark their entire life until slaughter. Chickens most likely will have their beak cut off to prevent cannibalism within tight spaces. And here we got it's just a video or a picture showing just how tight and dark some of those chicken coops can get. And here we have some crowded cattle and obviously some horrible conditions for these pigs here. Confining so many animals in one place produces much more waste than the surrounding land can handle. And as a result, factory farms are associated with various environmental hazards such as water, land, and air pollution. And here are some alarming facts that I found on PETA's website about the matter. It takes 24 gallons of water to produce 1 pound of meat, which is something like 50 full bathtubs just for a single pound of meat, which is pretty ridiculous, you know. And it's responsible for more water pollution than all other industry sources combined. So that's pretty disgusting. And it's mostly due to feces runoff. Animal agriculture is leading source of carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, and methane emissions, the top 3 greenhouse gases. So without a doubt, this is a major issue that people need to be held accountable for, and action needs to be taken before the problem gets severely worse. Our environment is the only one we have, so we need to protect it for generations to come. It's definitely going to take time and consistency to clean up our farms, but we need the larger corporations and the industry to take action, and people need to be held accountable for. And the industry just needs to be given much better standards for the animals being raised on the farms. Factory farming isn't going to disappear overnight, but with combined efforts, we can produce the change we need. And I just have a short clip here for you guys, basically explaining everything that I wanted to accomplish today.
Over the past half a century, factory farming has become the #1 cause of animal cruelty. 2 minutes from now, you'll know how we are going to end it. Factory farming has turned living, breathing animals into nothing more than production units. An increasing demand for meat and eggs has seen animals crammed into smaller and smaller spaces. And as factory farms cut costs to turn a bigger profit, animals have paid the price. But if factory farming is so cruel, isn't the government doing something about it? Tragically, no. Powerful industry lobbies have opposed any laws that would end factory farming. But luckily, we don't need the government to end factory farming. We can do it ourselves. Here's how. Factory farming only exists because there is a market for their products. Factory farmers depend on retailers for their business, and retailers decide what to sell based on what we buy. If we don't buy it, then retailers don't stock it. And if retailers don't stock it, then there's no demand. And if there's no demand, then factory farmers are forced to change their practices. So by refusing factory farmed, you send a strong message about how you think animals should be treated. By choosing to eat fewer animal products, you can reduce the huge demand that has forced animals to be so intensively farmed. And if you want to make the ultimate choice for animals, you can even go meat-free and know that no animals were harmed for your food. It's as simple as that. We can free animals from factory farms. All we have to do is make kind choices. But people can't make kind choices unless they know what's going on. And they won't know what's going on unless we tell them. Time is ticking, so we need your help to spread the word. Tell your friends and family. Share this video on Facebook. Animals urgently need all of us to choose kindness over cruelty. We can free animals from factory farms. We can make it possible.
Okay, so I think you guys all basically get the gist of it. There's a lot of cruelty and problems within this industry, and it just needs to be cleaned up and go back to more of a natural way of things, you know? So I encourage you guys to eat less meat and just do what you can to help this industry improve itself. Thank you all.